Miss California 2022 is Miss San Francisco.
What are you a champion of? Time and time again, when I've asked this question throughout this year, the response is generally tied to a title, job description, or award. The real challenge in the prompt is digging past the tangible markers of success and to uncover what we represent at the core of our heart. Undoubtedly, this becomes a bit more thought-provoking and perhaps even a little unsettling when trying to summarize that one word or phrase that encapsulates who we are as a person. In my own case, this process has taken approximately 23 years, 239 appearances, and over 1,000 hours of storytelling and conversation to bring to light the concept that I am a champion of courage. What I came to realize was that, as much as my identity was about being a woman in finance, a health advocate, or a CEO, the defining theme over the past decade was that of courage. It was courage that empowered me to step into my first Miss America teen orientation nearly a decade ago. Courage to serve as a junior commissioner on human rights. Courage to be resilient in the face of losing my family home to a wildfire that obliterated my hometown. Courage to live with my autoimmune disorder. Courage to find my voice in a starkly male-dominated corporate landscape. And courage to represent the Golden State at the 101st Miss America program. The moment the Miss California crown touched my head, I was overcome with both euphoria and apprehension of being good enough to bear the legacy of 97 Miss Californias past. The classic closing interview question, "Why should you be our next Miss California?" weighed heavily on my mind. There was this unshakable sense of having to prove my worthiness to bear this honor and responsibility each and every day. 1 year, 239 appearances, and countless priceless connections made later, I realized that the crown was not just a progress report of my personal development over the past 23 years, but more importantly, an amplifier of innate potential. As a mentor told me, "You wear the crown does not wear you." There is simply no way to encapsulate the depth and breadth of this year upon my personal growth, of the communities built and the stories told. But I hope this walk down memory lane comes to hint at the sheer magnitude of how transformative 1 year can be. Once upon a time, we began this journey with a goal-setting interview at ABC and Live in the Bay. We celebrated a tradition at the Redwood City 4th of July festivities. In a marathon tour, we celebrated the incredible sponsors and friendships that have infused this year and many past with so much light, love, and support. We walked down memory lane by attending the City Kids Festival, where we passed out backpacks and notebooks for the start of the school year, before booking it to the Sonoma County Fair, where I got to be a kid again. We learned to bake mooncakes during the Autumn Moon Festival and celebrated the vibrant history of the oldest Chinatown in the United States. We were a keynote speaker at the inauguration of a family housing facility and stood before City Council, where I was recognized for over a decade of service to being the first woman from Windsor to earn the honor of serving as Miss California. In between school visits, service projects, we took a few thousand photos capturing iconic destinations, official headshots for Miss America, creative in-studio self-portraitures, and even was published in a global fashion magazine, Harper's Bazaar. This year, I had the distinct honor of having not one, but 2 send-offs. I often assimilated my Northern California send-off as a celebration of the people who uplifted me from day one in my Miss America organization adventures, and my Southern California send-off as an amplifier of the work that was just beginning and what would be possible even beyond my time in this role. In both, I felt that we truly highlighted the spirit of golden-hearted individuals of the Golden State. November is often synonymous with the month of giving thanks. For me, it certainly was. We packed in 19 different school visits. Together, we discovered that every individual has a superpower of being a champion of a cause or community that they were passionate about. Then found ourselves dancing and fighting on for victory on the field for my Trojan family at the iconic USC football game. We lived the Hollywood dream by visiting the trifecta of recording studios, including Paramount, Sony, and Warner Brothers. This fueled my courage to take on the Miss America stage. The spirit of the Golden State never left my mind as I walked across the red carpet, threw my hands up triumphantly at the end of talent, or spoke with conviction about my social impact initiative. I left with priceless friendships and a renewed sense of determination to come home and serve to the best of my ability. 2023 was full speed ahead with a cooking exclusive with Chef Martin Yen and the American Pistachio Growers. I got to be the mistress of ceremonies at Resorts World Las Vegas Casino and pit stop at the happiest place on earth. We commemorated veterans on Valentine's Day and celebrated a monumental win at the Silicon Valley Oscars watch party. We reconnected with alumni as I performed my talent for the entire USC Asian American and Pacific Islander alumni base and celebrated vibrant cultural communities at the SF Cherry Blossom Festival. This year ended in a fairy tale dining experience under the sea at the Aquarium of the Bay, where I truly realized, perhaps for the first time, that dreams combined with vision and preparation really do come true. To the Golden State, it has been the honor of a lifetime to be able to serve and represent you. I am forever grateful for the opportunity to be a student of thought leadership, of empowering humanity, unrelenting kindness, and a consistent pursuit of being my best self. More importantly, I thank you for being a part of this journey. The sheer magnitude of the list of people I need to thank is simply too large for this farewell. But in this moment, I'm grateful to celebrate each and every one of you, from the board members of Miss California, to the sisters I've gained along this journey, to my greatest cheer squad and family, and the thousands of friendships formed from introductory relationships. These have been the greatest blessing. As my final act as Miss California, I ask you to remember this. Be authentic in knowing your story and how it has shaped you. Be audacious in your intentions and ambitions in work, life, friendships, and be a fearless advocate for the community you choose to serve. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Mine began with a tiny spark of courage that ignited into saying, without hesitation, that I am a champion of courage. Gratefully, humbly, and forever your Golden State girl, I'm ready for the next great adventure. With love, I'm Catherine Liang, your Miss California 2022.